Hey Central Church, Pastor Daniel here, and just wanted to give you an update as now we are in the month of March. It is go time for us. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm beginning this month here in what is still my office for the next few weeks, and we'll be ending the month back in Oklahoma. God has been doing so many great things, so much stuff that we just can't even take credit for. It is all God. When I was visiting last month and went and looked at some homes, and just to give you an update, Central, we found a home, total God thing. I went and looked at an open house initially while I was there, and it was so packed. It was crazy how busy this open house was. We put in an offer on that house, but weren't even in the ballpark, because we couldn't offer, $1 million over asking, and our firstborn child, just what, you know what it takes to get a house nowadays. Long story, kind of short, through a connection we had, found someone who was going to be selling their house but had not yet listed it. We were able to get in contact with that person, put in an offer on this house, and they accepted. And so we bought a house before it was even listed, and it was pretty incredible. One of the things that we would love your help on is, part of our deal with buying this house was that we bought it as is, because we said, hey, this was someone that was been trying to get the house ready for quite some time, but just hadn't had the time to do it. And so we said, hey, you don't have to fix anything else. You don't have to move anything else. I mean, you can be done. And that was appealing enough to them for them to take our offer. But as we get into this house is not going to be move-in ready. And so there's going to be stuff that needs to be emptied out and put into a dumpster and that kind of thing. And so we certainly would love some help with that. We close on our house on March the 18th, I believe, and we'll actually be moving March the 24th. So we have a week in there where we'd love to have some help, just having the house kind of cleaned out and ready for us to arrive, because that's not part of our agreement with the seller. And so if you are available, if you can get in contact with me and you can reach out to the church leadership and they can put you in touch with me, we would be extremely grateful for any help that anyone could give. If you're handy with construction or a paintbrush or something like that, and you can help us. I know there's some toilets that have to be done, and some walls that are going to need to be repainted, and carpet tore out, just that kind of stuff. If that's something you're able to do and you have the availability, we'd love to be in contact with you to see if there's anything we can do to help get this house ready for our family to come in. Well, we are very excited as we gear up for our move. God has just been stirring so much in our heart, just a continued love and just an expectation for what is going to happen at the Central Church. When we land in April, my first Sunday in April, we're going to be kicking off a brand new series that we'll be calling Morning to Morning, and how God can turn any night into a morning. And no matter how dark the night is in your life, no matter how dark the night seems in a situation, morning is coming. And so we'll be kicking off that brand new series. It's going to be a 3-week series from when I land all the way until Easter. Very excited about this to be the first series that we have at Central Church. And church, we are just really looking forward to building the kingdom, to seeing God do great things in the walls of Central Church. Again, to see people come in, to see them loved and cared for, to see them find a relationship with Jesus. That's what it's all about, and that's why we do what we do, and we are looking forward to have you being a part of that journey and a part of that process with us. So if you would continue to pray for our family and for our move, that would be amazing. If you would continue to pray for our church here in Ohio, Lifehouse Church, as they continue to search for a new pastor. Church, you know firsthand what that process is like. You know the difficulty and just kind of that sense of limbo that a church can be in through this process. Please be praying for this church here, that God sends the right person in the right time that will continue to do amazing things here at Lifehouse Church. And finally, be praying for what God wants you to do as we launch into this next chapter at Central Church. God has a role for you to play in this great movement. We want you to find that role. We want you to be so excited about what God is doing at Central Church. Church, it's coming. It's coming. 1 month left. Let's be excited. We're just so looking forward to being with you here in person. God bless, and we will see you very soon.